Alright, I gotta talk about Game 19 against the Ottawa Senators because it was ridiculous. But first, let me introduce myself to those who don't know me. My name is Nuckhead, and I'm reviewing every single game the Vancouver Canucks play this year, from preseason to playoffs. So if you want to stay up to date with the team and laugh a little along the way, hit subscribe, you won't regret it. Anyway, both teams came out flying in the first period. Brady Tkachuk took a run at Dakota Joshua, but missed. Haha, nice try, dork. Elias Pettersson rocked fellow superstar Tim Stützle with a big clean hit. Drake Batherson hit his former teammate Eric Brandstrom. Then Jake Sanderson hit his current teammate David Perron with a puck on a dump-in, and it looked quite painful. You could feel the temperature of this game rising. The tension was palpable, and it was only a matter of time before things really boiled over. That's when Vancouver Canucks captain Quinn Hughes stepped into the picture. For those who may not know, Hughes is known around the NHL as the one guy you don't want to mess with. How else do you think he earned the nickname the Quincinerator? Hughes represents a new style of enforcer the league has never seen before. They call it Quintimidation. He uses his small, unassuming demeanor to lull opponents into a false sense of security. And once they let their guard down, well, that's when he strikes. His victim this time? Ottawa Senators forward Josh Norris. Let's zoom in and assess the damage. Now, if you have a sensitive stomach, I suggest you skip past this part of the video because it gets ugly. Likely unaware of the monster lurking behind him, Norris skates behind the net to retrieve the puck. A simple play millions of hockey players around the world would handle with ease. And yet, if you watch closely, you'll notice that before any contact was made, Norris had already skated past the puck and failed to gain possession. But how is that possible? This is the best hockey league in the world. Well, after watching from every angle and still finding nothing, it became clear to me that the answer wasn't visual. So I decided to enhance the audio to see if anything stood out. And that's when things got weird. It's hard to explain, so I'll just play the audio for you. Here it is.
I'm gonna get you, you little bitch!
That's Quinn Hughes whispering to Josh Norris just moments before busting him headfirst into the boards. Can you imagine how terrifying that would be? While the motive behind this hit remains unclear, some have speculated it might have something to do with the victim's last name, Norris. The same name as the trophy Hughes intends to win for a second straight season. Could he have been sending a message to the rest of the league's defenders? Or was he just pissed off that day? We may never know. Thankfully, the NHL doesn't let players get away with stuff like this. Even someone as talented as Quinn Hughes isn't above the law. And after mustering up the necessary courage to confront him, the referees ejected Hughes from the game, leaving the Canucks without their best player for the rest of the night. The Senators were also awarded a 5-minute power play. But thanks to the hard work of Danton Heinen, Dakota Joshua, and Pius Suter, they couldn't capitalize on it. And then, less than a minute later, adding salt to the Senators' wound, the Canucks earned a power play of their own and scored just 22 seconds into it, thanks to Jake DeBrusk expertly deflecting a shot past his former teammate Linus Ullmark. 1-0 Vancouver. This is when Matthew Tkachuk's little brother Brady really started acting up. I don't know what got into the kid, but he was mad. He took out some of his anger on Pettersson, but Petey wasn't fazed in the slightest. In fact, he got right back up and drew a penalty just 10 seconds later, leaving Brady just as mad as he was to begin with. However, the Canucks failed to generate a single speck of offense on that power play, and to make matters worse, shortly after it ended, Höglander was called for hooking, giving the Senators a chance with the man advantage, and this time they were able to capitalize on it thanks to Brady the baby Tkachuk. Obviously. 1-1 tie game. It was a frustrating start to the second period for Canucks fans, but it didn't matter because while Tkachuk was on the bench catching up on the new season of Paw Patrol, Teddy Bluger popped one past the Sens netminder to put his team back up by 1. By the way, that goal was brought to you by Max Sasson's first NHL point. If you're wondering who the hell Max Sasson is, well, the 24-year-old center was signed by the Canucks back in 2023 after an impressive season with the Western Michigan University Broncos, where he put up 15 goals and 42 points in just 38 games. He played a full season in the AHL with the Abbotsford Canucks last season and put up another 42 points. Also, he sang the national anthem before a game once.
For the land of the free and the home.
Anyway, with Brock Besser and JT Miller still out of the Canucks lineup, a few days ago Max Sasson was called up to the NHL for the first time in his career. Here's what Rick Tocchet had to say about him before the game.
He's a guy that's really trended as a real good prospect for us. I thought the last couple of years he's really worked on his game. Hard-working guy. Just a guy that's there's an opportunity here for him, and we're really excited for him.
Yeah, I called my dad. He's probably my biggest fan. He's been there the whole way. He was coming to see us in Henderson, and then I was like, "You're not going to Henderson. You're flying to Ottawa." And he's like, "What? What?" So that was pretty awesome. And then Got my brother a flight, and my mom and my girlfriend, and everyone's coming. My aunt's coming, so it'll be a great night.
Sasson was fantastic in this game, and I really mean that. He was only on the ice for 7 minutes, and yet he was one of the Canucks' more noticeable players. Not only did he earn his first NHL point in the second period of his first NHL game with this sweet pass to Bluger, he also drew the penalty that led to the Canucks opening the scoring in the first period. I like this kid. Oh, and here he is making a fool out of Brady Tkachuk. I really like this kid. Speaking of Tkachuk, he was mad. And getting dummied by a rookie wasn't the only reason. He got mad when Sherwood and DeBrusk teamed up for a highlight reel goal to put the Canucks up 3-1. He got mad when Phil Hronik muscled him off the puck. He got mad when he tried to catch Danton Heinen with a big open ice hit but missed and fell down. He got mad when Juleson demolished one of his teammates right in front of him. He got mad when the refs held him back and escorted him off the ice at the end of the second period. And guys, guess what? Don't ask how, but I've actually obtained footage of him freaking out in the Senators' locker room during the intermission. I'm gonna share it with you guys right now. This is a Nuckhead exclusive. Check it out. I'm an NHL insider, guys. You should really consider subscribing. Now, in the third period, Brady Tkachuk did calm down a bit. Just kidding, he didn't. Here he is throwing a temper tantrum after Kevin Lankinen made a save. I don't know why he'd be mad at that. That's literally the game of hockey, but okay. Here he is whining at Philip Hronik. Sherwood scored. 4-1 Canucks. Tkachuk sad? Oh, babe, wake up! New Brady Tkachuk emotion just dropped. Oh, never mind. Carson Soucy crushed him. He's mad again. And then here's my favorite part of this game. During a delayed penalty against Ottawa, the Canucks played keep away for nearly a full 2 minutes. This was so funny to watch, especially because I kept imagining how mad Brady was getting on the bench just watching it happen. In fact, if we fast forward a bit more, faster. Okay, there. Tkachuk eventually made his way onto the ice, but instead of trying to get possession of the puck, he just ran around trying to hit everyone, and hilariously, he ended up getting a penalty, giving the Canucks a 5-on-3. They didn't score on the 5-on-3 though. Look, I know it's a long shot, but Brady, if you're watching, let me speak directly to you, okay? I believe in you. Your passion for competition is your biggest asset, and if you could just learn how to use it a bit better, you'd be one of the best players in the league. Oh, he's fighting Joshua. Okay. Anyway, the Canucks won 4-3, just like these weirdos predicted they would. Comment your predictions for the next 2 games against the Boston Bruins and the Pittsburgh Penguins down below, and I'll shout out everyone who gets it right in the next video. Thanks to these amazing Nuckheads for clicking the join button and becoming channel members. By the way, if you enjoy these videos and want me to keep making them, becoming a channel member is one of the best ways to show your support. It only costs $3 a month, and it helps me immensely. You can also cancel at any time, so think about it. However, if becoming a channel member isn't for you, don't worry, because watching, commenting, and liking my videos is the second best thing you can do, so thank you guys as well. Okay, bye. Hey, Brian, it's me, Nuckhead. Keep watching my videos. Yeah, you, Brian, right there. Yeah, if you think, oh, he's not talking to me, I'm talking to you, Brian. Keep watching them. There's 2 that just popped up on the screen. Click one of them. Don't stop. Thanks, Brian. It means a lot.